14 minutes before the top of the hour, we're back with a Fox News alert. The high-stakes summit in Helsinki, minutes away. This happened moments ago.
This is Vladimir Putin arriving at the presidential palace just minutes ago. President Donald Trump also expected any moment. We know that he has left his residence. He is en route, will be at the palace in just minutes.
And joining us right now is former UK Independence Party leader and Fox News contributor Nigel Farage, who joins us, I believe, from London. We've also got Ainsley Earhart still live outside the presidential palace in Helsinki. Nigel, let's start with you. One of the things going forward, knowing that it is going to happen very shortly, the president's summit, is that there have been a number of Democrats here in the United States who suggested, well, after those 12 Russian spies were indicted for meddling in our election, they shouldn't have the summit. What do you think?
Well, let's just be clear. 12 Russian spies have been found spying. It's what they do. They do it to us. We do it to them. It may not be very seemly, but it's how the world works. So there's nothing in that other than a very strange coincidence of timing, it seems to me. Look, the ultimate sanity test is ask somebody, do you want better relations between Russia and the West, or do you want them to continue to deteriorate? And anybody with half a brain will say, well, do you know what? Talking is better than not talking.
Nigel, I know you were with the president a few days ago. Talking to him, what is different, in your opinion, about this meeting? Because Putin has met with our presidents in the past. They've all pressed that reset button, saying that things are going to get better. Our relationship is going to change. What do you think is different about these two meeting today?
Well, I think the fact is that the previous meetings have happened sort of around the back of global summits. This is the first time, they've sat down specifically to try and work out where this relationship is going. So I think it is important. There are questions, clearly, that the president has to ask of Putin. He may not answer them, but I think it's important, that President Trump says, look, if you ever have or you ever intend to meddle in our elections, please get the hell out. But maybe we can start to have a more sensible relationship, because at the moment, what we've got is we've got the establishment blaming Brexit and the Trump election on Russian collusion without an ounce of evidence. And it's up to Trump to show the world that we don't need to make things worse with Russia.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying that... go ahead, Ainsley.
Thank you, Brian. Nigel, is there any chance that those 12 that were indicted will be extradited back to America and so that we can send them through the court system?
Well, in many ways, if that was to happen, that would be a gesture of goodwill on Putin's part. I'm not sure his personality is quite made that way, but who knows? He might just surprise us.
Unconstitutional for them to extradite anybody to another country, so Vladimir Putin can't even do it if he wanted to, reportedly. But, Nigel, what do you say to people who say the Russians hacked Brexit and they hacked the U.S. elections and they won on both ends?
Yeah, this is because nobody thought Brexit would happen, nobody thought Trump would happen, and now the establishment, who still don't understand why Middle England and Middle America voted in a way that they can't comprehend, they're desperately looking for an excuse. They're trying to put together their own conspiracy theory. I've been accused endlessly by The Guardian of working with the Russians, and apart from drinking the odd vodka, that's about as guilty as I've ever been. It's ludicrous.
Hey, Nigel, before you go, the news yesterday was that Theresa May, the Prime Minister, said that when she sat down with the President said, sue the EU. Was that advice from you?
All I can say on this, and all I can tell you is that the president understands negotiations, and he understood that we had paid hundreds of millions of pounds into an organisation every single year, tens of billions over the last decade, to an organisation who, frankly, had misspent our money. And so President Trump's idea was, start the negotiations being tough. I'm not going to claim credit for it. The president makes his own mind up on things. He's very good at it.
Yeah, but you did a little talking to him before he actually got there.
Yeah, look, the president talks to all kinds of people. I'm claiming no credit. This guy is 72 years old. He spent half a century making his own mind up, and he'll go on doing that.